we've got 3.8 million users as of today. We deployed all our charging stations across the nations. It's all out there, so you can see Piggycell in every 100 meters. But to transform ourselves into Web3, we adopted the blockchain technologies just by adding NFT features and also charge tone features as well. So basically, while you're charging your mobile devices with our battery, you can mine our token. Plus, you can be the owner, partial owner of the charging stations just by holding NFTs as well. So just hold our NFT, then you will receive daily incentives that will be automated on canisters on ICP.
Welcome back, guys. Today I'm here with John, who's the co-founder of Piggycell, a new DePIN project built on ICP. And the first question for you, John, is what is Piggycell and what's the main problem that you're solving?
So basically, what Piggycell does is that we are providing, portable battery solutions, not just a portable battery, but we do have another platforms in our ecosystem, like e-bike insurance and also battery swapping station for electric motorbike as well. But basically, we are tokenizing our incentives on ICP, and also we are providing ownership, I mean, decentralized ownership to our users and holders, and we are trying to prove that actually decentralization is working on ICP.
And I'm very curious about how do you exactly use the Internet Computer technology within your product?
Yep, yep. Basically, what we do in Web3 is that, we've got charging stations, about 13,000 locations. So each charging stations got its own NFT to pair to that charging station. So if you hold that NFT, you will be the owner of the charging station. So while you are holding, you will receive the daily incentives. The settlement is automated on blockchain. So that will be based on the canisters. So each settlement will trigger the canister creation in the bot, and the yes, it working perfectly on ICP because well, storages and speed and also security, it's kind of perfect on ICP canisters, and also because of the price efficiencies on ICP. So we have to well, there will be lots of transactions for our settlement because of the number of devices. But ICP actually help us to solve the issues right now.
And so basically, you're saying the main features that made you choose ICP is basically like cost efficiency, right? And security and the possibility of storing on ICP at low cost.
Yeah, that's right. That's one of the point, but it's not everything because well, there are lots of regions that we actually chose ICP. There was tech part, but when it comes to business part, it's actually much bigger than that. ICP helps, so they are really hands-on. So, well, we met with other, L1, protocols, but the reason being we chose ICP, not like others, is that, well, your hubs, I mean, the lead co-founders of ICP hubs, they are really hands-on. They help you guys even before you ask something. And so we've got lots of investment and connections through ICP hubs networks. So I just want to say that well, tech is really good. It's one of the best solution because you can actually decentralize your platform, back end and front end and on chain. But it's not everything. It's also about the support from ICP hubs in 26 countries as well.
And I was actually talking with your CMO during the World Computer Summit,
Yep.
and
Yep.
she was telling me you had like 3 million users. And so I was curious to hear from you some adoption metrics about your product.
Okay. So basically, we've got actually more than 3 million users. So we've got 3.8 million users as of today. That's based on the payment. So they are all legit users. So adoption of blockchain is basically, well, so we started as a Web2 company. So we deployed all our charging stations across the nations. It's all out there. So you can see Piggycell in every 100 meters. But to transform ourselves into Web3, we adopted the blockchain technologies just by adding NFT features and also charge tone features as well. So basically, while you're charging your mobile devices with our battery, you can mine our token. So that's what we call charge to earn, because we've got lots of charging stations across the nation. Plus, you can be the owner, partial owner of the charging stations just by holding NFTs as well. So just hold our NFT, then you will receive daily incentives that will be automated on canisters on ICP.
And would you like to show us a little demo about your product?
Yeah, so basically our platform will be launched soon, but just want to show you um where we are. So let me just share the screen. Give me 1 second. So what I'm gonna show you is the real-time location tracker of our charging stations. So this is map over South Korea. Then if we are zooming in, it's a lot, right? And well, this is where we are basically. So in terms of number of charging stations and in terms of number of DePIN devices, we are one of the top player in this area. So basically, these are the locations for our charging stations. If those charging station is moved to another place, you can still track them with our location tracker. Or users of Piggycell and also owner of the charging station will be able to see how much revenues are generated from each charging stations and how much incentives that they are getting each day. So that's what we are going to provide in about a few weeks' time. So that's basically ready, but we are doing the testings right now.
Okay, this is very cool. And I was thinking, so basically you started as a Web2 company.
Yep.
So let's say somehow it could be easier to get such high market share.
Mhm.
But I'm thinking like, um, do you believe there's going to be any friction to move to Web3? Because nowadays users are not very into Web3, or at least
Yep.
it's still a niche. So how do you plan to make the adoption of Piggycell in Web3 frictionless?
It's our main mission actually. So we got the market share with 95%. So we are super dominant in the market right now. But the mission is that we are proving that we are successful in Web3 just by bringing our Web2 users to Web3. So basically, what we are currently working on is that just to provide a seamless user experience in Web3. Well, we are currently integrating with multi wallet solutions for Web2 users. Doesn't feel like they are actually doing the Web3. So they still do the chargings, and they just have they just hold the NFT just in our rack. They can simply just buy through just by clicking a couple of buttons. And also, while they are charging, if they on, then they can actually claim the tokens just by click a couple of buttons. They don't feel like it's Web3. It will feel like Web2. Eventually, they're gonna use the exchanges if they want to claim their tokens to their private wallet. But in our web, we are trying our best to make it really Web2 like product. So and plus, there are lots of users who's been using our platform since 2019. So it's been 6 years time, right? So there are lots of points accumulated in their account. So it's now the time for them to actually enjoy those incentives they accumulated.
Okay, thank you very much. And since you work in DePIN, I wanted to ask you, what do you think is going to be the impact of DePIN and real-world asset tokenization on the economy?
Okay. Right. So since we started as a Web2 company, so we know how efficient the Web2, CPIN product are, because because it's controlled by a centralized company. Then well, when it comes to making a decision, it's quite efficient. But when it comes to the security issues, or well, when internet shut down or anything shut down, then everything will shut down. And when it comes to the security issues, when something is hacked and everything will be hacked altogether, that's the issue of decentralization. And when it comes to the expansion of the platform as well. So basically, we deploy charging stations to a certain area, but that's not efficient enough because users, I mean the owner of the charging station will know where the highest demand, I mean where the location is with the highest demand. So basically, just by providing the ownership to users, and also just by providing the incentives to users, they can locate our charging station into the right spot. They can still move the locations. Plus, they've got the ownership. Even if our centralized platform is down, they can still, the other charging stations will still run. So that's the main benefit.
And what is your roadmap from here going forward?
Yeah. So lots of features we are currently looking at right now. Charge Tone, that's ready, and Dominate Tone, which is about the NFT, that's ready too. And we are also integrating the in-app marketplace, which is Magic Eden. So we want to get that done before we do TGE. And also right after TGE, there are lots of more features like we there will be mission-based features like daily mission, weekly mission, and monthly mission, which you can actually mine additional token by accomplishing the mission. Let's say we are working with majority of the franchises in Korea. So let's say that you visit 7 different 7-Elevens and you accomplish the mission and you have higher chance to earn more tokens. So that's what we call challenge to earn. And also recently, we signed on the contract with Seoul Metro. So we are actually deploying charging station to 300 subway stations in Seoul. So those new charging stations will be added into existing NFTs. So that's a new feature that we're gonna do. So and we also signed on the contract with the biggest coffee franchise called Area in Korea. So there will be another 3,000 charging station into the shops. So basically, our roadmaps is about we to deploying more charging stations, but in decentralized manners. So that's what we are looking at in terms of a roadmap. So and also I can say that the level of decentralization of Piggycell is currently 20%, I can say. But for our secondary market, like Southeast Asia, we want to do, proper DePIN product. So that will be really decentralized. The full ownership will be on our users. And also that include the telecoms and also the payment and those kind of stuff will be also decentralized as well. So that's in our roadmap right now.
And how do you plan to make it truly decentralized?
It's really hard because, but what we are currently looking at is that we are working with one of the telecom company in Korea because each charging station has got the SIM card for to track the locations. Basically, we are also on IoT services as well. But just by working with decentralized telecom company, just like ROM, then we can actually decentralize that that area. Plus, just by providing full ownership of the charging station to owners. Not like we buy the charging station and we deploy and we do the management. We don't want to do it. We provide full charging station to the users and they've got full ownership and they do the installation and if they want to move, they can just move to other place. They've got the full ownership and full revenues as well. So that's what we are currently looking at for secondary market.
Okay. And by the way, I really like the challenges feature
Mhm.
because
Yep, yep,
it introduces like some kind of gamification,
yep, yep.
and so I think yeah, that's a very cool way to be engaged with the community and also push more the adoption of your
Yep.
product.
Yep.
So this is very cool. And
Mhm.
is there anything else you want to share with the community?
We are currently preparing for lots of good news. So, 'cause since we are approaching to TG and platform launch is about to come, that's something I want to announce. But that will be happening really soon. And we have our offline event on the 17th of June. So all investor, all those investors of us and also partners will be gathered in Gangnam. So and we will be announcing some news. I mean some good news is there too. So that's something I want to share. Yeah, so TG is the main thing, but it's coming, yeah, soon.
Thank you very much. And yeah, so good luck with your project. I think
Yep.
your approach it's very effective because many times it's difficult to launch a Web3 project and gain much adoption. But in your
Mhm.
case, you basically first operated in the Web2 environment. You got a
Mhm.
very big market share
Mhm.
in Web2, and now you are also expanding to Web3. I think this is a
Mhm.
very effective approach to reach
Mhm.
mass adoption in Web3 and also to push
Mhm.
the adoption of ICP
Yep.
as a DePIN
Mhm.
infrastructure. And
Mhm.
so I will leave the link to your website and to your social media in the description so that people can check out your project. And
Yep.
yeah, I think that's all for today, guys. And thanks for watching. If you want more interviews like this one, don't forget to like, subscribe, and see you in the next episode.